Tucker Carlson out at Fox News. It had to happen. I mean, it had to happen because
Sayonara,
it happens to everyone. Eventually, it's over. Oh, he said terrible things about immigrants, and they stuck with him. Dude, that's what the show is. It could be the terrible stuff about immigrants show. You know what I mean? It's so that's not the thing that they're sticking with him through. I think the realities are that he's been controversial and he's been a lightning rod. I'm talking about Carlson now. I'll get to Don Lemon in a second. But let me tell you what this isn't. It isn't some come to Jesus moment that Fox has had about all the damage that Tucker Carlson has done to the American democratic system, to the public discourse and the way we evaluate fact, that he sowed so much disinformation, was part of this organized and disorganized conspiracy to overturn a legitimate election. This is not some reckoning that Fox has had with those facts. You don't fire the top dude at your network unless there's something else going on. I know it all happens in the shadow of the Dominion case, and these cases aren't over. The Smartmatic case is ahead. There are other cases as well, but these are, I would suggest, not related. In some way, this has to be connected to something else. And so I point you to this, Your Honor, as Exhibit A. Trump sat for an interview with Carlson earlier this month, his first since being indicted. And Carlson's ratings all very, very strong. But Carlson was also cited in a lawsuit from a former Fox producer, Abby Grossberg. You'll remember her recordings kind of blew the lid off a lot of the Dominion stuff. She said the work environment under Tucker Carlson was sexist. She was a senior producer on his show. We don't know much today. I do know that he was slated to interview a Republican presidential hopeful. They've been promoting this interview on Fox. And the Fox News anchor announcing Carlson's departure on her program just said, "We have some breaking news from within our Fox News family." And then she read the Fox News statement on Carlson. Carlson's involved in something. It's not related to any of the disinformation or other propaganda that Fox News Channel is associated with. It is, I would suggest, it's about his personal comportment in some way related to Me Too, if you want to think of it that way, or that's actually about the best I can do. I was going to say, if he has political aspirations, maybe he wants to pursue those, but he would do that with cooperation from the network. I don't buy the, all of a sudden he decided he wanted to run for president, and so there's a resignation letter and they decide this over the weekend. No, that's just not the way that stuff goes down. He's got a contract with Fox, and I might add this, he'd need Fox if he were running for public office. So he has an interest in not burning that bridge or smoothing that in whatever way. So you'd have a 2-week notice, you'd have something. A sudden departure like this, I think that reflects something else going on, and I'm going to put it in the Me Too category for now. Kim, did you have a thought on this, or did you have a theory on this, or are you going to ride with me on this?
It's one of those things. I'll ride with you. I'm always going to ride with you, but I feel like it's one of those things in media where you don't dance too heavily on the grave or the ouster of another, because the karma wheel is going to come around, and of course someday it's coming for you. But it's hard not to be giddy almost when someone who, in my opinion, has done so much harm to America and spreading falsehoods and lies is not able to do that on that platform anymore. And so I guess I don't want to say that I'm delighted, but that's really the truth.
Well, the thing that I would say to all the Libby Libs out there is we have this view, again, first, I've already dismissed it, right, that somehow they'll get to a tipping point with Fox News propaganda and they'll go, hey, well, this is just too far. We can't go any further. And this guy, he was behind so much. He's bad for our brand. No, I think we've dismissed that, right? Hottest name on the network. The brand is what it is. It's not that. But the other thing that we do is we kind of do ding dong, the witch is dead. We do that a lot. We do it with, like, I'll give you another example from Fox News Channel. We did it with Bill O'Reilly. Oh my God, thank God Bill O'Reilly's off. He was so bad for the democracy. Oh, terrible. I mean, he's, you know. And then there's another guy behind Bill O'Reilly named Tucker Carlson. There's a murderer's row of guys who can breathe fire on Fox News Channel and pursue that propaganda. They're not hard to find.
You think the next lying liar who lies is coming right up?
Thank you. I mean, look, Jesse Waters, that guy Jesse Waters, used to be a segment on Bill O'Reilly's show. It was called Waters World. He would go out there and talk to different...
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And so Jesse Waters is now a guy who hosts a show. He may be the guy who ascends to take Tucker Carlson's place. So there is no shortage of these people who will sling this BS for big money on Fox News Channel and great visibility. And they can write books and all. I mean, these guys, they go from worst to first. You know, they show up on that Fox and Friends show. To me, that's a joke. That looks like an SNL sketch, that Fox and Friends. And these guys are big stars. I mean, they could buy and sell me with what they've got on them, you know. So the idea that you'll cash a big check for carrying the banner of whatever BS is associated with that propaganda machine, I think that idea is alive and well, even though Carlson's out. So
Lady Beatrice says CNN won't have him. Bloomberg sure as heck won't. He's finished as a journalist. I would say he was never a journalist.
No, he was an opinion host. Yeah. But what were her examples? I'm sorry, CNN won't have. Oh yeah, CNN. Yeah, but he's not interested in CNN anyway. He's not interested in Bloomberg particularly. Let me tell you, he will have he's a prominent brand. Just look at him as a brand.
Welcome him.
Yeah. I mean, OAN, I don't know if they're still on the air, or Newsmax or whatever. Right. You know, that's where there is money. But more than that, he could start his own channel like this one. And he wouldn't need to beg for support. I mean, I think he'd likely have a lot of it. So it's sad. I mean, he's not gone. He's just gone from Fox News Channel.
The Mark Thompson Show.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.